Start out with a question. Who in here grew up with like a drunk uncle? Right? Or who in here is the drunk uncle? It's cool sometimes. But like I grew up and the drunk uncle happened to be my dad. So I got the grunt of it and it was awful. Like my dad, he kind of like lived off this Mike Tyson creed. Like if he didn't know a word, he just kind of said something. And like I remember one time I was just reading a book and he was just like, "You better be happy I go to work so you can have this electricity." I was like, what? When did we put a W into electricity? What's going on, bro? I don't get it. Like, and it pissed me off so much because like I know he graduated high school. Like I was there. It's for real. 1996. At Ramona High, their field. This is real. Like that made me mad. Nice, yeah. It's a family thing. We get to watch each other graduate. It's wonderful. And like it just made me so mad. Like he taught me, he did one thing where like he just threw me off a little bit because like I lived up in Washington and I came down to visit and he was like, "Hey man, you doing all right? Like I heard you guys got this serious killer running around." I said, "What? A serious? What?" I could have swore when you got to murder, that's pretty serious, right? Like, what are you talking about, Dad? He's like, "Boy, you know what I'm talking about. Those people kill 2 or 3 people at a time." He's like, "Oh, a serial killer, I got you." Okay. So I was like, I'm gonna mess with him, and I was just like, "Hey, what do you eat in the morning for breakfast out of a bowl with a spoon and milk?" And he looked at me and he was just like, "Cheerios." I was like, oh, that high school education paid off. That's awesome. I thought he was just messing with me forever. I think that's what I'm gonna do if I ever have kids. Like I'm gonna just mess with my kids. Like this is gonna sound real weird, but I don't care. I want to get past, like I want to get kids and get past the baby thing and the like running around and playing with. I want them to get to an adolescent age and experiment with drugs. That's where I want to get to. Like I've done quite a bit of hallucinogens in my day, so like I want my kid to try to get over on me and just walk in like, "Oh, Pop, I'm gonna just go to sleep. Like I can't do this." And I'm like, "Is he on like shrooms or something? What's going on with this kid?" "Nothing to tell me, son. All right, cool. Go to your room." And I'm gonna like call him on a blocked ID. I'm gonna just be like, 7 days. Just hang up. Just let him sit in his room like, what's going on? What? I never watched that movie. It sucked. Like, oh, I got 7 days. If he doesn't come out and say anything after that, I swear to you, I'm dressing up like a pirate. I'm kicking his door open. I'm just like, poof, ahoy, matey. They're after our booty. We gotta go batten down the hatches on the Bright Pearl. Like, oh my God, Dad, what's going on? I think I'm tripping balls. Like, got you. It's 101. I think that's how it works, right? I probably shouldn't have kids, you're right. You're right. But you could probably tell by doing hallucinogens, that's not a black people thing. So I have a lot of white friends. I do. Mike was talking about time machines, and like, if you get high with white people, you get in conversations about time machines. It's real weird. It's real weird. Like my best friend, I was like, "Well, what would you do with the time machine? Where would you go?" She was like, "Oh, I'd go back to like the 20s and just hang out and be like a flapper girl." Right? Good plug, you're welcome. Anyway, I was just like, "So what you're saying is you don't want to be my friend. Basically, I don't think you remember the 20s. Like, I don't want to be out there and be like, 'Hey man, would you like another Sprite?' Like, I don't want to do that. That's all we could do. Or you had to be named Satchmo." Those were the 2 options. But it made me think, like, what would I do with a time machine? Like, where would I go? And like, what I thought is probably dumb, but I want to go back and find out if Abraham Lincoln used cotton sheets. Right? That's messed up. Like, I'd be so mad if I found that out. If he just, they're like, "Abra, you using cotton sheets, man? What are you doing? You're trying to free the slaves, you using cotton sheets?" And like, Abe probably just like, "Have you felt this thread count lately?" Whew. 200 more years. That's my sleep number, I swear. Just 200. Oh, that was white guilt. I love it. That's the best shit in the world. All right, before I go, I'm gonna just say this real quick. Black people, since I know you're in here, Moscato is not a wine. Just so you know. Like, it pisses me off when my friends are like, oh, I drink wine, I drink that Moscato. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know that tastes like soda, right? So technically, that's grape soda. And they're just laughing at us because we're still doing it, trying to be classy with it. Get out of here. Anyway, that's my time. I'm Ken Wendell. Enjoy the rest of it.